Hello, this is Desiree Dubonnet from the International Medical University. Please dare to care, dare to share this. Now, we're going to be talking about health, and we have to start with in 2012, 2013, the courts allowed genetically modified organisms to be patentable. This started a cascade of energy towards finding different patents, and Monsanto started to dominate the world. It has now led to the fact of coronavirus. Many think that the coronavirus is GMO or GMB, genetically modified virus. I've made an electroceutical for that, by the way, that you can get by contacting us. And also to explain that our machine and our technology has been validated and verified for over 25 years. Now, COVID-19. Wash your hands. Keep things clean. Keep your social distancing. Get some exercise. Do some stretching. Dance. Keep your mind active, your body active. Let's do some critical thinking now. Okay? The Chinese are able to beat back the virus by using boiled vinegar with peppermint. This is important. There's some other things you can add to it. This really helps kill viruses in the room. You need only do this once or twice a day to help your house. You don't have to keep this boiling all the time. Okay? Just once or twice a day when you come back. Also, it has been found that a scented essential oil candle with peppermint will also kill bacteria in the room. If you get exposed, be sure to use these things. Be sure to use the elderberry, echinacea, bone marrow, vitamin C, and tonic, along with the 5-star Honest. Here's a recipe for the bone marrow. Also, recognize that the cumin seed is not only a solution for all diseases, it can be a solution for the corona. Take lots of the cumin seeds into your smoothies, salads, everything. Apple seeds. 20 apple seeds a day, no more, 20 apple seeds a day can help to build up enough of the low-grade cyanide that stops the replication. This is the key to the remdesivir, which is being touted by the chemical companies. Now we're going to get into diet. First off, understand what not to eat. The synthetic foods, the processed foods, the white sugar, foods boiled in oil, nitrates, high glycemic foods, low nutrition. We have to get the fatty acids into the body. I have this recipe to cure a fatty acid deficiency. By making this guacamole, you're going to get a dump of the fatty acids into the body to help beef up the membranes. Fatty acids will beef up the membranes so that you will not get the virus spreading so quickly. Here's a salad oil that I made for you that also helps to cure your fatty acids. We have to beef up the membranes. Here's a couple of tips from Ayurvedic medicine of how to stop the virus from spreading so quickly or getting involved into the body. We have to recognize the things that we need to do, as well as basic nutrition ideas. Stop and start these things, but it's all going to revolve around now whole plant foods, because this is the best diet for weight loss, immune building, and it's the only diet to actually repair cardiovascular disease. Why? Because plants have cell walls that have fiber, and the fiber is needed to make the different nutritions in our bowel by the bowel bacteria. We don't get that in animal cells. Inside the gut is where we have our mental and our physical health. And we have to stabilize the gut flora. We have to get fiber into the diet with whole plant foods. We have to get these into our diet more and more, so that when we get them into the diet, the microflora inside our bowel will make the serotonin, the happy hormone, the GABA, the stress controlling hormone, the dopamine for motivation, pleasure, oxytocin for bonding, and all of the essential hormones, neurotransmitters are going to be made in the gut. We need these for mental and physical health. It's very important. We have to have fiber. The chemical companies have tried to profit by making synthetic chemicals that either block or try to duplicate, and they're synthetic, they're not of nature. So we need to get fiber into our diet. We have to be able to work with our bowel flora and recognize the incredible complexity that there are a billion trillion genes inside our microbiome. And I was able to cure patients, mental patients, doing this back in Youngstown, and recognizing the thousands of microbiome new species being found, the complication of our bowel flora. In order to stabilize our bowel flora, we will need the whole plant foods to get the cell walls. Now we have to start recognizing to get not apple juice, but apple smoothies. We don't want the processed flour. We want the whole grain flour. We need to get the whole foods. So we get the plant membranes, the cell walls, with the fiber. And Canada has even removed dairy products. Take dairy products, use water. And especially, get rid of the white sugar. Get to applesauce, substitute applesauce, or apple smoothie. Substitute that in every recipe. Recognizing that big sugar, these sugar drinks, have killed billions. You have to stop getting those drinks deprived of fiber. Water is what you need. Antibiotics also feed these bad bacteria. Antibiotics was a good idea for the drug companies, a bad idea for our health. And the chemicals, these chemical sweeteners, they're even worse. They feed the bad bacteria in our brain that takes over the gut and makes you crave these foods. You have to stop these foods. You have to get back the control of your brain. We have all kinds of videos on this information. Recognizing that the damage that this white sugar is doing as whenever we take our blood sugar too high, the damage that it does to cells. And the simple solution is to substitute applesauce, apple smoothies, for that white sugar in all of the recipes. Substitute that. Get to the right stuff. Make sure that you also understand that it can substitute for a lot of other things. Another thing we have to do, stop boiling foods in oil. French fries are killing people. Change from the white potato to the sweet potato. It's much more healthy. It fights cancer. It fights inflammation. It has more vitamins in it. The white potato is high calorie, low nutrition. We need to get to good nutrition, which is simply changing to the sweet potato. We have to watch our consumption of meat. We have to lower our consumption of meat. It's hurting the climate. There are plant sources of meat. You will not miss a thing out of flavor. You can even use some of our recipes, because we have to get the whole foods. Get a whole food burger made from plants. Recognize that we have different recipes to help build that. Here's recipes that will help to get the bowel flora into, giving you the fiber to make the chemicals that you need for happiness, motivation, health. Switch the pasta to the zoodles. Here's how to make the zoodles from zucchini, and you'll love it. You'll love this. You won't need to have that pasta anymore. You need to be able to get the whole plant foods, the seeds, and this, and here's the recipes to bring it to life. Use spice to bring these flavors to life. Get your family programmed into this. It only takes a couple of weeks and their palate will be retuned as you start to give them something more healthy to help build their immune system, to help build their intellect, to help restore their body to the health that it needs. Stir fry. Don't boil things in oil. Use a tiny bit of oil with the stir fry. Lightly cook. This will warm up the food for taste and flavor. Here's a formula for popcorn. And then you get stir fry, which will help. Recognizing what to eat. Now we have a whole group of videos and books to train you how to clean out the bad bacteria, how to start to replenish the good bacteria, how to kill the bacteria with different all natural products from Only Nature Knows. and how to use probiotics and basically get back to health. I even have a formula here for you if you're very poor, how to go into any restaurant and get a healthy food for almost for free, for the cost of a glass of water. And recognizing that some of the healthiest things on the menu are the condiments. And you could use these condiments to get you a healthy, almost free meal that will help to build up your bowel flora. You have to concentrate on learning what to not eat, learning the things that you need to avoid. Boiled in oil, white sugar, all processed foods, high glycemic foods, the synthetic chemicals, learning the 6 unhealthy foods that feed cancer. They happen to all be white. So we talk about the white deaths. You have to lower these foods to absolute minimum. Recognizing also that you have to learn about the rules of digestion, how to properly use your digestion, how your mouth, your teeth, is a juicer. Rules of the stomach. They'll make sure that the stomach does its job to break up things and get ready for the enzymatic work inside the intestine. Help with the liver, gallbladder, pancreas, all this stuff. You have to learn all these different things. So as we learn these things, we start to learn that food cooked with love is nutrition. And I want you to care, dare to share, and learn more. And as you start to do more, and you want to know more, we have lessons for you at Immune. I hope this was good for you.